Okay, a good morning to our early bird participants. Thank you for hopping in on our webinar in partnership with GoDaddy and AXN on the seven wonders of the digital world. Okay, so we will be starting in around 10 minutes. While we're waiting, so you guys already in the audience, kindly introduce yourselves. So tell us your full name, the what business you are running, or if you're just planning to start your own business. Okay, so what's the name of your business and where from the Philippines you are joining us in this webinar. Okay, so when you send through when you type your answers through chat, make sure to send to all panelists and attendees so your fellow audience members can see what you're saying. Okay, so we have Miss Melanie De Pedro from Iligan City. Thank you for joining us. Uh, we have Mayeth, who is an aspiring entrepreneur. So I think you'll be able to pick up a lot of tips, no? At least how to start your business online. Okay. We also have Maria Melisa Lumaktod. Hello, good morning to you as well. And we're very glad that you're able to join us today. We have Joanna Branzuela, who is running a restaurant business from Cebu City. So, maayong aga sa iyo. Okay, for everyone's information, we are also live on Facebook. So we will be sharing the link here in case you have friends, family who want to watch this webinar. You can share the link with them even if they don't join us here on Zoom. They can watch through the Bayan Academy Facebook profile. For those watching us on Facebook, okay, I see we have a number of people on Facebook. So feel free to type in Facebook comments, introduce yourselves, your name, the name of your business, and where from the Philippines you're joining us. Also, if during the course of the webinar you have any questions, just type them in. If you're here on Zoom, type them in on chat. If you're on Facebook Live, just type them in the comments. Okay, and we have someone monitoring the Facebook Live comment section. So, we'll be reading out your questions as well. By the way, guys, it's December 1, so it's almost Christmas time. So I hope your businesses are ready. I think this is the time to sort of recover whatever losses we had during the pandemic. Okay, so I think this webinar will be very helpful if you don't have an online presence yet. This is very timely, so you can get your website up and running with GoDaddy, okay, before Christmas Day. So again, for those of you who are just joining us, feel free to introduce yourselves via chat. Type in your full name, the name of your business, and where from the Philippines you are joining us in this webinar. Make sure to use the send to all panelists and attendees option. Okay? So your fellow audience members can see what you're typing in. So of course, we're very lucky to have with us GoDaddy and the AXN. In particular, we have Ms. Tina Shi, the GoDaddy Marketing Director for Asia. So she'll be telling us more about, of course, GoDaddy and how exactly GoDaddy can help us build our online presence. And then later on, we will have some GoDaddy guides showing us exactly how to use their website builder. So I think this will be a very practical and helpful webinar for you entrepreneurs out there. So it's 10:56. We will be starting in around 5 minutes. Okay, so just hang on in there. Okay, we have Charlie Brizuela from Bicol doing business with Alliance PNB, building his own agency team. So he says he's grateful to be here. Thank you so much, Charlie. Okay, we also have Brian Rodriguez from LeanTech Network Solutions, located in Tanza, Cavite, Philippines. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, from Facebook, we also have Miss Evangeline Patalet Dawanis from Baguio City, managing her party needs and gift shop. And she actually recently published a book on mental health, okay, which she wants to promote. Okay, so actually you can use the Facebook comment feed to promote your book. Okay. So again, we're very excited to have you guys with us this morning. We're also happy to welcome the GoDaddy team as well as the AXN team to this webinar, okay, on the 7 wonders of the digital world, elements of an online presence. So just a heads up to everyone, we'll be starting in a minute. Okay, so while we're waiting, feel free to introduce yourselves again if you're just coming in now. type in your full name, the name of your business, and your location in the Philippines. Or if you're abroad, type in your location abroad. Okay? Tell us more about yourselves. Good morning to Elmery de Sala and Janice Condes here in the Philippines. Oh, we also have Luigi Vibal from Malaysia. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so let's get this webinar on the road. Again, a very, very good morning to everyone. Magandang umaga. Thank you so much for joining us on this webinar with Bayan Academy in partnership with GoDaddy and AXN on the 7 wonders of the digital world, elements of an online presence. Okay, so for those of you guys who is joining a Bayan Academy webinar for the first time, so I'm your host, John Francia. I'm a program director of the Hyper Upscaling of Businesses unit under Bayan Academy. Okay, and we are a development institution dedicated to building the nation from the ground up through entrepreneurship, employment, and education. Okay, so as I said, with us today is GoDaddy and AXN. Okay, so just a brief introduction about this webinar and the program of GoDaddy. Okay, so Project Go is a reality show by GoDaddy and AXN Asia that gives Filipino dreamers the opportunity to hone their ingenuity and bring creative ideas to life, with the most striking business idea winning 1 million pesos in funding at the end of the series. So don't you guys wish you were able to join this reality show? No? Okay, so of course, our partner today, GoDaddy, is the world's largest service platform for entrepreneurs around the globe. They're on a mission to empower their worldwide community of more than 20 million customers and entrepreneurs everywhere by giving them all the help and tools they need to grow online. Okay, joining us in this webinar on the 7 wonders of the digital world is Miss Tina Shi, one of the show mentors, okay, of Project Go and the GoDaddy Marketing Director for Asia. As in this position, Ms. Tina Shi believes that marketing is the perfect balance of art and science, With over 15 years of industry experience in marketing and communications, she and her team decided to launch Project Go in the Philippines after years of astute observation, seeing the potential in its vibrant and creative market. She is more than ready to share her expertise at the forefront with the aim of empowering aspiring entrepreneurs with GoDaddy tools, as well as the confidence and resilience to pursue their passions. Okay, so let us welcome this morning Miss Tina Shi, Marketing Director of GoDaddy in Asia.
Hello, guys. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining, and thanks, John, for the introduction.
Thank you.
And love to be here to share with you along the side of our GoDaddy guides, who is Jenny, Romy, and Jade. Please feel in to chat us any questions you have during the sharing sessions, and we'll be happy to answer them as we go along. So I'm gonna get kickstarted today to tell you more about the 7 wonders of the digital world. So give me 1 second to, can you guys see my screen now? The
Yep,
PowerPoint.
we can see it.
Awesome. There you go. So like John said, Project Go is an initiative that GoDaddy worked with KC Global, AXN Asia, to empower everyday entrepreneurs in Philippines. So today, a bit about GoDaddy's presence in Philippines. So we launched in Philippines in 2017, and we're being dedicated to do more expansions and show more presence in Philippines. And earlier this year in GoDaddy Global Survey 2020, we found out very interesting insights about Filipinos and their initiative is during the COVID time. So 1 out of 3 Filipinos started a business during pandemic, and 72% believe their venture should prioritize impacting positive and bring local to the local community. And actually 30% of them actually donated their earnings to charities. And 60% believe that technology is essential element to keep their ventures afloat. And at GoDaddy, we have various of products to help you get online presence. We want to be the one-stop shop from your dreaming a idea to start your ventures to create and grow your business. So GoDaddy is a global brand, and we have presence over around the world, more than 50 countries. And our goal in GoDaddy mission to empower everyday entrepreneur. Along the way, we have our Sage Guidance, who is 24/7 on call to answer any of your questions as you need it. And we do want to provide a seamless and intuitive experience for our product and experience with GoDaddy. And at the end of the day, we want to be able to create a community where people can interact so we can truly empower the everyday entrepreneurs around the world. So without further ado, today I'll be sharing with you along the side of GoDaddy guides, the elements of getting your presence online. So that includes 5 topics. One is the 7 wonders of the digital world, and more details on how to choose your domain name, how that relates to your business. And 3, what is a professional email, how to pick the right professional emails. 4, planning your website, and we'll do a product demo of building a website. And it will be surprising, well, to some of you, it might be surprising to you. You don't actually need to be tech savvy to build a website. And it's actually very fast and very easy. So start with the 7 wonders of the digital world. So the 7 wonders of the digital world contain 7 elements. First, with domain. 2 is professional email. 3 is website. And 4 is how do you create search-friendly content. 5, how is business listing important to building your online presence. 7, which is a lot overlooked by a lot of everyday entrepreneurs, online security. So it starts with the domain name. So what is the domain name? Domain name is like an online address. It's very similar to a street address if you own a physical store. Without a domain, you would not have a street location and anywhere to put your website. So people are often mixed up with what's the difference between URL and domain. So URL is the full address, and the domain name is the name of that address. For example, www.godaddy.com, it's a URL. A domain name, it's a godaddy.com. So this is the core part of the first step to build your online presence and your brand online. So naming your business that aligns with your domain name is very important. And professional emails. What is a professional email? A professional email simply means an email that matches with your domain name and your business name. And for a lot of people, they stick with generic email, for example, tina@gmail.com. And those, yes, they are, emails that works, but it doesn't build that credibility. And in our research, small business customers, they are 9 times more likely to trust a business when they receive an email from a business or from a brand that's with a professional email address. So move to the website. So website is the several page that locates under a domain name. So it's like a house you build on as a physical store. So when you build a website, you have to have a mind of, are you going for one page, which could be a small studio type, or are you building more layers to it, which is like a 3-bedroom and serve different contents you need? We'll talk about it more, and you will see more later at the demo we're going to show you today. 4 is search-friendly content. So people talk about SEOs. And a lot about search engines. And it's actually not that difficult nowadays with the technology to embed SEO into your website. When you plan your content, make sure that you also consider SEO by putting down the keywords that's highly associated with your business and that's highly associated on how your customer would search for you. And then business listings. Business listings gives customer the information about where you are about, your opening hours, how to contact you. So make sure that you update those business listings and provide accurate information so people can easily find you. Social medias, and a lot of everyday entrepreneurs that we talk to and that I know personally, they kind of started their small business or recruit their customers through social medias. So once you have a website, make sure that all your digital platforms are connected in one place so that you can easily manage everything in one place. And make sure you pick the right kind of social media that you want to be part of. And there are so many types of social media out there. So pick the one that that's fit your business, where you can have that conversation and have that sharing and have that kind of engagement you want to with your customers. 7 is online security. Online security is something people think about, they don't actually do anything about. An interesting fact that is, I didn't really know this until I joined GoDaddy. When you look at a website, you see the HTTP and then column, // and then the URL of things. And when you're visiting a website that's not SSL certificate incorporated, it will say HTTP. And when your address, for it to be secure, for customer to know that you're a secure site, it needs to have that HTTPS in front of it. And as a lot of browsers like Chrome, when you are visiting a site without the SSL certificate, the Chrome will alert you that you are visiting an insecure site. So without a proper protection of your website, it's easy for your customer to drop your site and to not have trusted that website of the information they need. So make sure if you ever host a site, it is SSL encrypted. So more details about choosing a domain name. So the importance of a domain name, like I said before, it's a bit like a street address and it shows the exact location. So how do you have a domain name that's very associated with your business name? It's very important. So there are different types of domain name. It doesn't always have to end up with a .com. we listed a few examples here. If you're into education, you could say tina.academy. If you're an online business or online service provider, you can also have a business that matches with the different extensions of a domain name. So just that a lot of people are unaware of, there are so many choices that you can pick from that matches with your business type and your business name. So in choosing the right domain name, please make sure that you keep it short and easy to spell. So when you call it out to your customers, people can easily write it down and people can easily remember. And do avoid numbers dash misspellings. It gets very confusing to a lot of people and it doesn't show up as good. And in terms of make sure that the domain name itself is relevant to describe your business. And even though there are different extensions, .com is always the common ones that you can first look at it and then see if that makes sense for you. So the additional things to consider, it's be memorable and do a lot of research on how to name your business and choose the right domain extension aside from .com, even though .com could be your first choice. And bring more to buying domains to protect your brand and protect your site and act really fast. So at GoDaddy.com, there is a search experience in where you can search your domain. And in my own experience, and also talking to different customers that we have, using a search domain engine or search domains, it's also a good way to research if other people already take that domain name and if there are existing business out there that's very similar to your business. So next, I'm gonna move on to the importance of a professional email. So professional email is a way to build your credibility. So it stands out from other emails that your customer will receive. It builds the professional credibility, it builds trust, and helps your brand to promote. So when you pick the right domain, after you pick the right domain name that's aligned with your business name, it is also a very good idea to pick a professional email that also builds into the overall brand. So after you choose a domain name, choose your email plans, and choose the right email alias and set up your email. And set up your email, make sure it is also set up on your mobile so you can move and work with agility during the time. So next, planning your website. So planning your website starts with 4 key elements. It is first about identify your business goals, 2, determine who your audience is, and 3, define your unique selling point. What kind of stuff or what kind of product or what kind of service are you selling? Is it more of sharing information? Is it selling a product? Is it selling a service? And then you can know what kind of content you want to provide. So in terms of identify your business goals, again, do plan ahead or do think about what kind of site you want to build. You can always discuss it with your friends, brainstorming together. And what is your primary objective and how do you intend to accomplish those objectives? So a lot of the business that I know, instead of selling, there's actually more informational side rather than e-commerce side. So if you're providing an informational site, make sure that you have a content calendar that's planned ahead so it's easier for you to update accordingly, have some sort of a schedule to follow up through, and go as you optimize. So in terms of determining your audience, think about who is your ideal customers. Where does your ideal customer live? What is their likes, their dislikes? What kind of tone and language that you're going to use? And what kind of content do you want customer to see when they land on your site? These are something to really think about when you start building. So again, it's very important. Content is when you have people drive to your website or drive to any of your social presence, any digital presence, you are already engaged with that customer. So do have a clear plan of what type of engagement, what kind of interactions when you do content planning that you want to engage with your customers. So now I'm going to hand it over to Jenny. She's going to talk about and show you real lifetime of how to build your website and a demo of GoDaddy website plus marketing.
Thank you, Tina. Hi, everyone. Jenny here. Good morning. So let's get things more interesting. Let me show you how easy you can create your website. But before that, let me share my screen. Okay, so right now I'm already on GoDaddy.com and I'm logged in, but don't fret. If you don't have, or most of you don't have a GoDaddy account yet, you can simply create an account in just a few minutes. So while I'm logged in, let's go to websites and select website builder. Here. On this page, you can see, as Tina mentioned, we can start for free, no credit card required. So let's just click that button. All right, so GoDaddy Website Builder, it offers templates for 1,500 industries. And as you can see, there's already an auto-populated option from online store to a blog or a nonprofit website. But for mine, let me type my own. So as you can see, as I type in, it gives suggestions or options. So I'll be choosing Filipino restaurant for my website. Then let's hit the next button. You can also see that when I selected Filipino restaurant, it automatically updated the template of the website. And now let me give my website a name. Let's call it Chef Jenny. So don't fret as well. You can always change this as any time you wanted. Like if you change your business name or if you want to make changes on your site name, you can always change it at any time. So let me name mine Chef Jenny. Let's hit that next button. Okay, so this panel that we're seeing now, or the screen that we're seeing now, is our edit site menu. So you can see website, theme, settings. Let's check out the theme. From the theme, we can try a new look for your website. So you can see here that it's already giving you a full preview of your site templates. So a lot to offer. And just hit that select button. There you go. It automatically applies to your website. You can also change from this panel the color. You can select a matching color. With mine, let me make it more darker. So as you can see, it automatically updates as well the color. So you just have to do that. And we can also select here the font pairings. Okay. When I click that, it automatically updates the left preview as well. So that's how easy it is when you make changes on your site. And also, if you do want to change the buttons on your website like this one, you can also do that from here on the same theme panel. Okay, simple as that. And now let's go back to website. So from this website, we can see the site navigations that we have. Since I chose a restaurant business or a restaurant industry, it gave me an option, or it already auto-populated a menu for my website. So let's go to that menu. And as you can see, when I go to the menu, it already gave me the automated template. So I can change it from here. I can change the category name. So let's say I'm changing it to a famous Filipino dish, right? So you can just simply edit it that way, add its description, you see as that, and just click done. But what if you want to put images on your website, right? So as you can see, it's just like Facebook. You just click on the image part and just click on add image. It's like you're just uploading your photos to your social media account. So if you have your own photo, you can just drag and drop the images here. But if you don't have one, don't fret. We do have royalty-free images that you can choose from. So just click that view more and choose any that you want, and we click on the enter. There. So now my website or your website, the one that you'll be creating, it already have an image and just one click. If you also want your customers to be redirected to a link when you add images, you can simply do that by clicking this. So, but if not, let's just turn that off again and hit done. If you want to change the description, the pricing, you just have to type in here. All right, so what if I want to go back and changing the home menu or the contact us page, right? So just click on website. Okay, let's just go to contact us. Of course, you would want, like what Tina mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that our customers are able to contact us. We wanted to make sure that they can find us not just, not just locally, but they can also find you online. So you would want to make sure that all of the information, such as your operating hours, is available from your website. And if you need to make changes, just click that there. It's going to show on the right panel and you can just simply edit it. Okay, but what are we still missing from this website? So we already have a homepage. We already have reserve now buttons on order delivery. So we also want to make sure that our customers, they can find us everywhere that matters, right? Which is our social media accounts. So for our social media accounts, just click that. And if you know the Facebook links or your Twitter links, the pages links that you have, you can simply paste it here. But if not, you can just simply click connect or create a page. And there, it will redirect you to the dashboard of Websites Plus Marketing. So you will just have to grant access to your account and it will already be connected. But what if I don't want to make changes yet on my dashboard, right? I still want to go back to that editing website. So you just have to click the website again. And you will see here that it gives you the same preview that you have earlier. And also, well, everyone nowadays are always on the go. We wanted to make sure that customers or your customers, your viewers, they don't have to bring their laptops or desktop with them. So it has to be mobile friendly. As you can see here, it automatically updates on mobile. So this is our desktop preview and your website builder. It automatically adjusts its settings or its preview to a mobile friendly device so that it can also engage to your customers even if they are just using their phones. Okay, so you can also see here that this there's what we call website add-ons. We have messaging and pop-up. So what are these tools for? So for pop-up, there are websites that you would like to put an announcement, right? So you just have to click it. Simple as that. And you can simply edit it like announcement, or if you have promotions, ongoing promotions or vouchers, you can simply click that and your customers will be able to see this announcement. Also, they can also be redirected to your inbox. So what if you're offline, right? And we already connected your social media, but they wanted to send you an email because they have an inquiry or whether it's sales or they need assistance. You can simply click that messaging and there you go. You will have your own message box. Right. So what else can we do with the website that you have or with your website builder? It also has a dashboard. So let's go back to the dashboard that you have earlier. Okay. So from this dashboard, you can see that it gives us the option of edit website, your photos, and also your business listing. The good thing about this is that you can also use this to create social posts. So for those that are not really tech savvy or not into designing, you can simply use this tool and you can edit and create beautiful designs for your postings. Also, based on your business goals, it is tailored to suggest the next step that you need. Since we haven't published the website yet, it shows you that you have to publish your website so your customers can view you online. Just click on preview and publish, or not now if you're not yet ready. it also shows you the other suggestions and view next set of tasks. So based on what I chose, it's a restaurant. So it's suggesting that I let visitors view or print forms from my website, add email subscribers, or even email campaigns and Instagram insights. So it's automatically giving you an idea of what else you're missing from creating a website. Also, it is important, or it is really essential, that you know how your website is really going compared to other online businesses, right? So this tool that you have, or on this dashboard, you can also see your insight score. So this already measures your online performance and compare it to online businesses like yours. A high score simply means that you're engaging visitors well, while a low score means there's room to improve. And since we haven't completed this website yet, you can see that mine still have a low score. Okay. Other ways to grow. So it's also giving you a suggestion tailor fit to your needs on other ways to grow your business online presence. You can just simply connect it to Instagram, Twitter, and other blog sites. So Tina also mentioned about optimizing your website for search engines, right? You want your customers to not just get redirected to anywhere. Like if they search for a restaurant, your website is their first, or the first thing that they will see online. So let's just go back on editing your site. So we did not check the settings yet. And looking at the settings, like what I mentioned earlier, you can change the site name, your business category, and even your addresses. So from here, you can see the search engine optimization. You just have to put the pages or which you would like to optimize and just simply click that button. Great, so there you go. This website builder, you can manage everything in one place. You can be everywhere that matters, not just with the website itself, but you can integrate your social media and also tools that doesn't need you to be tech savvy or really technical. So there you go. You already have a website. It's that easy. Let me hand it back over to Tina.
Hello. Well, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to chat us, and our GoDaddy guy will respond to your questions. So thank you, Jenny, for sharing that demo, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So we probably went through things a little fast. So there is, from what I heard, is the rerun of things, John.
Yeah. So thank you, Miss Jenny and Miss
You're
Tina,
welcome.
for your demo and your presentation. I think it's pretty awesome, no, what you have, the GoDaddy website builder. And I think this will be very useful for our participants. So right now we have at least one question regarding some technical aspects for the website builder. So this is from Miss Anna Sabularse. So she's asking for messaging. Does it have an automatic chat box or automatic reply? So can you integrate that into the website?
Jenny, you want to take that question?
All right. For the messaging, since it's the messaging that I showed earlier for the add-on, that's actually for email. So if they wanted to have an automatic chatbot, that can also be done, but it's going to be a different add-on because the one that I showed earlier is for email. So if they're offline, it goes directly, or it directly sent to their email.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Jenny. So I hope that answers your question, Miss Anna. So again, at this point, we're opening the floor for questions, guys. So if you have any questions about how exactly to use the website builder, if you have other questions regarding the elements of an online presence for Miss Tina, so now is the time to ask those questions. So feel free to type it in here in the chat box on Zoom, or if you're watching on Facebook Live, you can type in your question in the comment box there. So shout out to our audience. So we have 60 plus here on Zoom and 40 plus on Facebook. So I hope you guys learned a lot. Okay. Uh, okay. So okay, we have a question from Brian Rodriguez. He asks, can we export the code of our personal website to save it locally on our computer? So Miss Jenny, I guess you can
All
answer
right.
that.
Hi, Brian. So for Website Builder, it's actually a proprietary website, so it doesn't allow you to export the codes. But if you are referring to adding HTML, you can also do that.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Brian. If you have any further clarifications, just feel free to type on chat. We have Third Liwanag asking, how much is the cost for a package from GoDaddy? So, by the way, guys, if you don't know yet, GoDaddy is actually distributing 50 promo codes to those watching here on Zoom. So, I think it's your lucky day. We will be sending those codes later. We have your email addresses. So, this actually gives you access to the full professional suite for a year offered by GoDaddy. So, I think this is actually worth 9,000 pesos, no, for the whole year. But I guess if you sign up for, for the website hosting and the website builder, without the promo code, how much would that be?
So let me answer that. For the packages, we do offer different packages. I can actually share them the link. So it's ranging from 500 peso per month up to 1,000.
Okay. So that's actually quite affordable, no? I mean, it
Right.
certainly beats renting a
Exactly.
physical space, for your store. Okay, so that's so cheap.
Right. And if they also want to like see the packages or the available plans that we have, they can simply go to godaddy.com or ph.godaddy.com and go to websites, plans, and pricing.
Okay, great. So I guess Jenny, you can share that link through the chat here,
I'll
or
do that.
yeah, even on the Facebook Live feed. We have another question from Olier Richard. So he wants to add the Google Map. So will it require add-ons when adding a Google Map link?
That's a good question. Well, like what we have mentioned, it's easy to create everything in the website. You don't have to add add-ons. You actually just have to click on adding the map. It's just like a toggle button, and when you enter the address of your business, it automatically updates the map. So no coding needed or no applications needed.
Okay, so thank you. So we have a number of people interested in those promo codes. No, first we have Camille Legaspi. So how much will it cost after the promo code expires? What would be the payment, annual or monthly payment? So if I'm not mistaken, I checked it out. No, I think it's around 7.99 per month. Is that correct, Miss Jenny or Miss Tina, for the professional suite?
That will be for the email or for the website. Sorry.
I think it's for the website builder plus the marketing packages.
All
So
right. Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
Tina.
Vinny. No. There are different SKUs, so you can choose the right plan for you. So the price ranges, and there is also the monthly subscriptions towards the annual subscriptions, and you can always start for free. The first month is a free trial, so you can pick the right plans that as you fit your business. Like I shared before, when you plan your website, you need to think about what kind of contents you want to share, what's the objective of building that website, who's your audience, and then accordingly, instead of doing it by price, using price as a decision, look at your business need and look at what you can always upgrade it. Like if you start small, you can always upgrade it accordingly to build this kind of site that you want. So Jenny in the chat room has shared a link to figure out more and find out more of the different SKU. The details are in there. And always
Okay.
follow us on Facebook, or on Instagram. We occasionally share some tips about how to build a better website, how to build your presence, and they give out promotional code from time to time. And there are special offers sometimes, like seasonal sales. And we now have Project Go offers that's launched with the show. So it ranges from, depends on which phase you are at. So you can pick the right type of product for you.
Okay, awesome. Uh, we have another question with regards to the website builder. So this is from El Dasala. He or she is asking, what are the limits of having a free GoDaddy website? Like, I guess, what's the difference if you go premium or you just use the free, whatever is free? Is it already protected even if it's just for free?
Yes,
Jenny?
yes, it is already protected. So even if it's just a free website, you don't have to worry because it's already using the HTTPS like what Tina discussed earlier. So it's already secured. The limitation would just be on the domain name because when you have to connect your own domain name, it has to be a paid plan. So we do offer temporary domain names that you can use, but it's already protected.
Okay. Actually, that was an interesting bit of information, Miss Tina. If it has an S at the end, the
Right.
HTTP, then you know it's secure. Oh, now we know. Today I learned. Okay. Uh, from Luigi Vibal. So this question is directed for you, Miss Tina. What marketing trends have been most effective for online businesses? Are there GoDaddy products that can help with marketing?
So that's a great question. So marketing is like how you introduced me. I believe it's about art and science. So if you look at what kind of marketing plan is in trend, you really have to go back to your business objective. Like what kind of offers do you want to have? For some people, social is actually sufficient enough for them to sustain their type of business. And for people, for others, like you need to build a website, you need to build a whole suite. And the GoDaddy website plus marketing does have that marketing elements, as in Jenny, please help to add in the email marketing and the insight dashboard that Jenny has showed. It gives you the step-by-step of where you can do more. Connected with your social medias, connected to the YouTube page that you are doing different videos. Do more about email marketing and make sure that people are start subscribing to whatever information that you want. How do you nurture that group? So to answer that question in a simple manner, it's really about how do you endorse your brand, building your brand, and being consistent across different platforms. And having that online presence is just a step one to let people to easily find you.
Okay, thank you. I think that's great advice, no, that you keep a consistent brand and message across whatever platform you're using. So it's not just online, but even in your physical presence. It would be great if you have like a uniform look for your business. Okay, so thank you, Miss Tina, for the
Thank
great
you.
advice. Okay, I think you were asking Miss Jenny to share some more details about the marketing offerings that goes with the GoDaddy packages.
Yeah, I actually shared the link to the chat window so they can view the available plans and pricing and also the promotions that we offer.
Okay, great. So guys, the link is in the chat box. I believe they will also be sharing that on the Facebook live comment section. Okay, some more technical questions. Michael James Baroja is asking, can we link delivery apps like Grab to the website?
All right, that's a good one. Right now, we currently do not offer the app linking of external sources, but if you can recall, I showed earlier on how you can add pages and link it to an external website. So I think Grab do have that code available on their website, so you can choose or you can use the link to external website
Okay,
feature of websites plus marketing.
okay,
But
thank
that's a
you.
good feedback. We'll have that noted.
Okay, and then going back to the website, for the promo packages. So Anna Sabularse is asking, if you want to continue your website, do you have to continuously subscribe to GoDaddy?
All right. So if you would want to continue the website that you have with GoDaddy, then I believe the answer would be yes. So for the free trial, like what Tina mentioned, it's going to be for 30 days. And after that 30 days, you can choose to continue it or you can choose to, stop ordering you. But with the how easy it is to get the website created, I believe you would continue to subscribe to
Yeah,
GoDaddy.
and it's really, I mean, it's cheap. It's probably cheaper than your monthly cell
Agree.
phone bill.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, you're gonna your business will be paying back
Absolutely.
whatever you spend on the website. Okay. Uh, we also have a question from our executive director at Bayan Academy, Sir Philip Felipe. So I think this is for you, Miss Tina, because actually here at Bayan, we're actually working with a lot of micro entrepreneurs. No, I think more than 1,000. Who go through our training. So Sir Philip says. Micro entreps comprise more than 90% of total enterprises here in the Philippines. How do we actually convince them of the value of creating their websites, while maintaining their social media accounts like Facebook and Instagram? I guess the question is, and we get this a lot, if they already have a Facebook page, they're already active there, what is the benefit of them, building their own website?
So that is a question I get asked all the time. There is no perfect answer to it. It really depends on what kind of business you're in. And we at GoDaddy, we want to empower everyday entrepreneur. So however you want to build your online presence with the tools and the help you need, GoDaddy is always here to help. And having online presence, like Facebook doesn't pop up on Google search. I'm just giving out examples. And when people are looking for how to's, if you don't have enough content to have that presence online, having a website building that creativity to bundle all your presence together, it's a shame if people don't think you are credible. If you're trying to build a long-term business from sharing information, tips first, and then to actually building a product to sell it, having that full suite of online presence actually matters. Like brand doesn't really show up just because you build a website. You have to build it from all the scratch. And then digital nowadays, they're so cluttered and there's so many different types out there. It's you need to cater everything in one place where you can control your message, where you can manage how you want to position your brand. You can manage better to having that. So I think for a lot of customer I heard, like website, you are the owner of that website. Like with that presence, the ability to control and ability to integrate through a website, it's very meaningful and very helpful to a lot of small business owners.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Miss Tina. No, um, if you're really serious about growing your business in the long term, I think it's almost a necessity to have a
Mm.
website. To build that credibility, to make people believe that you're a real, an honest to goodness business. So
And
yeah.
something I want to add into, because we talk about domain names and we talk about buying a domain or owning a domain that protects your brand. Like for GoDaddy, like a lot of people actually misspell us as God sometimes. And then it's important that you sort of buy extra domains that has easy misspelling, so your brand is actually protected. Like
Oh,
once you become a very like successful business owner or having a very good business, and then you don't want people to steal that credit from you, right? So like really use that domain search bar experience to understand like what is your business name stands, where the status is at. Maybe it's a good research to know more about if you're naming your business right, or if your brand is actually, or if somebody else already took that brand already. So
yeah. Again,
mm,
thank you so much, Miss Tina, for that very practical advice. So even go buy the domains for the misspellings of your
yes,
brands. Okay, I think that's very practical. Okay, so guys, we still have a few more minutes left for the Q&A. So make sure to make the most of this opportunity. Ask your questions from Miss Tina Shi, okay, the marketing director for Asia of GoDaddy, and of course our GoDaddy guide, Miss Jenny, okay, from the Philippines. So if you actually have questions in Tagalog, okay, so don't be shy. Okay, Miss Jenny will, can answer those. Uh, Okay, so again, send in your comments or questions. Actually, we have another comment from Sir Philip, our executive director. I think he's saying that given the demographics of micro and entrepreneurs, a lot of these guys were only able to finish high school. Okay, so they might not, they might be intimidated really by the skill set required to build a website online. Okay, I mean, what's you've shown it, Jenny? No, it's actually quite easy. But I guess what are the basic skills? I mean, of course, they need to be familiar with the internet, okay, and they need internet access. But I guess what other skills would they need? Definitely, they don't need to know programming. But outside of that, what else would be helpful in building the website?
Okay.
So let me take
Thank you,
Yeah, go
Tina,
ahead.
so
for
Go ahead.
answering that.
so let me take that question. So like just give it a try. Everything you do, take the step one, give it a try. The free trial is there. Like there's really no technical skills needed. Like a lot of the what Jenny has showed, a lot of content's actually auto-populated already. It's already broken down into sections.
Yeah.
Some of the copy you just have to tweak a little bit. You don't even have to rewrite it. So to anybody who is intimidated or scared, and give it a try. Take the first step. Like during the Project Go period, like when we talked to different mentors, the Tom brothers, Maggie, Bea, the four finalists, the different contestants, everybody started. Nobody succeed the first day. Everybody worked really hard. Like they actually find the time to start their business or to create something they want to do in a long time during COVID because they never had the time to do it. Now, when you have the time, just do it. Give it a try. And if you have any questions run into anything, we are a call away. Like call our GoDaddy guide. It's a 24/7 line. It's toll free, and chat with us, leave us messages on Facebook, Instagram. Like we're happy to help.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Tina. Yeah, so don't be afraid, guys. I mean, you don't get a successful business overnight. It takes a long time, a lot of effort, and don't be afraid. Just try it out. I mean, the GoDaddy package is free for the first 30 days, so there's no harm in trying. Okay, actually, me personally, I have a couple of questions, because I also run my own business online, and I'm looking for some tips. In particular, how can I make my website search engine friendly? I don't really understand what you mean when you say SEO or search engine optimized, right? So how do you do that? How do you do that for your website?
So I'll take the first step, and Jenny, please feel free to jump in. In the website builder, in the dashboard, there is the SEO optimization because the inside will give you the action plan of what you need to do. So if you click on it, it actually have a wizard tell you step by step. You will ask you to do like for example, two keywords that you want to own. So for example, Jenny's demoed the restaurant. So like do the famous dish, like do the locations, like location based, and then you enter the keywords. You will take you step by step of like this page. These words are not in there. It's about embedding more of the keywords of how your customer want to search for it.
Oh,
So yeah, so like Jenny,
okay.
please jump
Yeah.
in.
Right. And to add to that, you asked earlier, John, or someone asked earlier, what are the other basic skills that we can add? So to add to what Tina said, anyone who can use Facebook or write email, they can use the website list marketing. That's how easy it is. And for the search engine optimization, it helps your website or your business to be found online. Like what also Tina mentioned, nobody can just search it through Facebook, right? So if they type in your website, it can easily be found. And Websites Plus Marketing is already designed to have a tool or to just have that one click button to start optimizing it. You just have to fill it out like what are the keywords that you like, for example, if someone search for restaurant or food panda, right? So those kind of keywords, you just have to type that in and click that start optimizing. It will already help your website to be found online. So it can improve through SEO tool.
Okay. Okay, well, at least now I understand what exactly we mean with SEO. Okay, so it's just like putting in the right keywords on your website so that when people type in, like, I don't know, for instance, Filipino food. So make sure, I
Right.
guess, that the Filipino food restaurant keywords, kare kare, I don't know, are in the website. Okay. I guess that's well, now I understand it better. Thank you for that. I have a okay. No, before I ask my other question, we have from Brian Rodriguez again. So again, he asks, for example, I purchased the basic plan for the website builder. Do I need to purchase a separate web hosting plan in order for me to create a professional email? Thank you.
Let me take that one, Tina.
Yep, please.
Okay. All right. So website builder itself is already a web hosting. I mean, it already has its own hosting, so you no longer need to purchase a separate one. Email would be on a different. It's going to be a standalone product, but if you purchase a basic plan, it actually offers a free 1 year email. So let's say you purchase an annual plan. You can see it from the link we shared earlier. It already has a basic email included, a professional email that you can use.
Okay. Thank you, Jenny.
Sure.
Okay. Uh, so my own question, we actually, just a bit of background. We've been hosting a series of discussions on the e-commerce bill here in the Philippines. So it's right now being discussed in the Senate and Congress. So the e-commerce bill will actually require all merchants to publish complete business details on the website. So that includes mayor's permit, barangay clearance, SEC certificate, BIR certificate, all these very sensitive information actually. So like in line with this with cybersecurity, moving forward, I think this will be a requirement for all Filipino merchants that will be publishing such sensitive information on our website. How can what features does GoDaddy have? Which can actually help MSMEs, entrepreneurs, protect this very sensitive information.
Okay, so that's a great question. I'll take the first step. Jenny to step in later for the security products that we have. So like security is a very, very tough question, like tough thing to deal with. Like SSL certificate is the first step you do. Make sure that your site is encrypted. The encryption protects both your site and also protects the customer's information. And uh, like hackers go for SMEs. Like we know that. Like it's an easy target. So in order for the security part of things to manage, make sure that you're hosted with people like us, GoDaddy, where we protect the secure part of things and make sure that you have the SSL certificate with you on your website. And for um, additional insights, Jenny, do you please add
Right.
in?
Sure. Thanks, Tina. So, John, for that, I would agree. Security is really vital. So, especially if we go online. Websites plus marketing itself is already secured. So, like what we mentioned earlier, it already has the SSL certificate. You no longer have to add it yourself. But if you plan on using different hosting, like someone asked earlier if he needs a web hosting, if it's not a websites plus marketing plan, I believe they would need to like add separate products for the security, like website security, to make sure that it's protected from malwares or what we call viruses as well. But for the websites plus marketing, that's actually one of the benefits of it. Like it is secured. So we do offer e-commerce as well for the merchants. It's already running on HTTPS and has those certificates that is needed to make sure that it runs securely online. And
Okay.
for additional tips, because it's not just the website alone that you have to secure, right? You also wanted to make sure that the tools that you're using, like the internet or the browsers that you're using, be careful of phishing. So those tips we do share it to our customers through email marketing. They can also visit the security page of our help.godaddy.com.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Jenny and Miss Tina, for your answers. No. So it's 11:59. We'll be shortly bringing this webinar to a close. But before that, I think Miss Tina, uh, you still have to. You're going to show something for Project Go.
Yes. So all this, it's really about how we want to empower everyday entrepreneur. And thank you, John, for the intro. And we're really happy to work with Bayan Academy to showcase this. So hold on, let me reshare my screen. Where is my screen? So please do follow us on GoDaddy social and visit us at godaddy.com to find out more about GoDaddy and to know more. So here I want to show you guys Project Go episode 3 every Thursday. Hold on, let me reshare one second. I want to make sure I share sound. Here you go.
In the next episode, our top 4 move on to the second boot camp.
Marketing is vital in a business. If you don't, I will never hear of your product.
I think it was very beneficial.
Our teams are now ready to face the judges.
Project Go. New episode Thursday at 8:25. Only on AXN.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Go ahead, Miss Tina.
So yeah, again, I want to thank you guys so much for being here with us today. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Call our Manila support, the countrywide, or WhatsApp us at any time.
Okay. And with that, we bring our webinar to a close. Guys, stay tuned for that next episode of Project Go. I think you can also learn a lot from watching that series. And thank you so much, Miss Tina Shi and Miss Jenny, our GoDaddy guide, for this very informative webinar. I think I learned so much in the past hour, which I can actually apply for my own website. So hopefully those of you, the entrepreneurs watching on Zoom and Facebook, I hope you guys learned a lot from our speakers for today. So say thank you, okay, before you leave. Say thank you on the chat. Show them your love. And make sure that hopefully you guys can apply whatever you learned in growing your own businesses, in building your online presence. Okay, so with that, we thank everyone for attending. Thank you again, Miss Tina Shi from GoDaddy, and thank you, Miss Jenny. So you have the links. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them directly. Okay, don't forget to like their page, the GoDaddy page, like our page, like the AXN page. Okay, and good noon. We'll see everyone else. We'll see everyone. We'll see you guys again in our next webinar. Okay.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Everyone,
everyone.
take care. Have a great lunch.